Hello, my name is David Lonsky, and I'm the president of East Brunswick's Recreation and Parks Advisory Board. The RPAB is comprised of citizen volunteers dedicated to parks, recreation, the arts, and conservation in the township. Each year, the RPAB recognizes individuals or organizations that have made a difference in these areas in our township. In 2012, recipient of the Friends of the RPAB Award is Ron Brandsdorfer. Ron, congratulations and welcome. Your dedication and commitment are truly inspiring and greatly appreciated. Ron, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your family?
My pleasure. First of all, Dave, thank you very much for having me today, and it's a pleasure. Also wanted to thank the RPAB for this award. I really do appreciate it. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, my wife Pam and I have lived in East Brunswick for over 25 years, I guess close to 30 years now. The years go by very quickly.
Sure do.
And we have two sons, Josh and Evan. We are a sports family, so both of my sons have been actively involved in a number of the sports programs in town, play baseball, basketball, all of the various sports, but in particular, we've always been a soccer family. So when my elder son, Josh, who's now at the University of Miami, he's in law school at Miami, so way back when, 20 years ago or so, when he first got involved in soccer, I was a soccer player, grew up playing soccer, so it was natural that I wanted to get involved and assist and become a coach at that time. So I got involved working with my son Josh about 20 years ago, and here we are, 20 years later, and I'm still involved and really loving every moment of it.
It seems like the normal transition is from being involved with your children, coaching, then onto the board, and then onto bigger and greater things.
Absolutely. Certainly was the case in my case. I really so enjoyed, I've always enjoyed coaching and so enjoyed, working with Josh, and I coached him from the time that he started in Superstars as a 4- and 5-year-old up until the point where he had, advanced to travel. And at that same time, my younger son, Evan, who's 22, he at that time started to play soccer as well. So when Josh moved on to the travel program, I devoted more of my time to coaching Evan's team and really coached Evan and his friends all the way through high school. Most of the players that I coached and the players that we had on our team went on to be part of the high school team and the varsity team, and a number of those boys also went on. I'm very proud to say a number of those boys went on to play in college. In fact, my son Evan played soccer at Temple University and is currently playing semi-professional soccer in Scotland,
oh, wow.
Interestingly enough, and working on a master's degree in coaching. So he wants to be a collegiate soccer coach. I guess the connection is there.
The bug.
The bug is there, and he certainly caught that bug early. I think both of my sons did. So as I say, very much a soccer family.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the soccer club and its evolution, excuse me, into the top soccer program?
Sure, my pleasure. When I got involved in the soccer club originally as a coach, my plan was always to get involved. I remember when I was a youth growing up, the impact that the coaches and other people who ran the various sports programs that I was involved in, that was very important to me. And I noticed that, and I knew the time and effort that it took to make those programs effective. So I always planned to be an active member, not just a coach, but really get involved and try to help. So for many years, I was actively involved in the club. I was on committees. I was involved in our annual Labor Day tournament, all of those things. And when my younger son, when Evan completed his soccer time, that's when I decided, okay, this is really the time for me to get as involved as I possibly can. So I was elected president of the club and served for a number of years as president of the soccer club at that time. When I came on as president, what I was really hoping to do with the club was to make sure, first of all, that we had our priorities straight. The club is such a great club, and it's such a great opportunity for the kids to participate in sports. I just wanted to make sure that we were trying to remind everyone it's about fun. It's about an activity, a fun activity for the kids, for their parents. But there are also values about teamwork and working hard and preparing and good sportsmanship. I wanted to make sure that as a club we continued that tradition, something we've always done, but I wanted to make sure that we're continuing to emphasize that. One of the places, though, that I did see a gap was that we did not have a special needs program, something that a number of the other programs and sports programs in town had, and had done such a fantastic job. And we realized, I think, that there was an opportunity there. So I connected with the U.S. soccer program, something called Top Soccer, the outreach program for soccer. Along with a couple of my board members at that time, Russell Gale and Don Mastro, and also parent Frank Harris, we all went to a training class to learn about Top Soccer with the thought that we could bring such a program to East Brunswick. We were blown away by the quality of that program and the importance of bringing it to East Brunswick, and really thought it's something that not only we needed to do at that time, but probably something the club should have done many years ago. So I think one of the smartest things we did at that time is we connected with some of the other sports programs in town, football, baseball, basketball, some of the programs that have done such a great job running special needs programs, so we could learn as much as we could about those programs. Once we did, and once we felt we had a strong footing, and this is about 2 years ago, we decided we were ready to launch the program. And it actually was my successor as president of the soccer club, Jim Harmon, and his wife Jen, who really got the program off the ground. I had set kind of the foundation and the groundwork, and Jim and Jen did such a great job getting the program organized with the help of a couple of other people in town. Lara and Anthony Mazzucchetti played such an important role in getting the program to where it is today. And we are so excited about, in 2 years, where we've taken this program. They're now...
Obviously, before we get too far into it, for those that may not be familiar, why don't you describe a little bit about what the program is and who's involved, and how someone might get involved if they want.
That's great. Happy to provide the commercial, which is why I'm wearing the shirt. As I say, it's called the outreach program, Top Soccer. It's for special needs of all kinds, and we're able to provide this program to a wide range of age groups. So we have younger children, we have some people into their late teens that are participating as well. The program runs every Saturday in the spring, in the fall and spring, so obviously when the weather allows, at Heavenly Farms. We have right now about 30 participants, which we're just thrilled about. There are about 30 people, young people who play every week. And the great thing about the program is we have buddies. Each one of the participants in the program is assigned a buddy, and those are high school students, either from East Brunswick High School or neighboring communities. And our high school kids come every week and are assigned a player, and they work very closely one-on-one with the players just to make sure they're learning the game, they're having fun, and addressing any issues that may arise. So it's a great dynamic between the buddies and the players themselves. And as I say, every Saturday, Heavenly Farms, Top Soccer, it's a fantastic program. We'd love to continue to grow the program, not necessarily in numbers. We have no goals to double or triple the size of the program. We're just thrilled that we have the opportunity to serve such a broad community in East Brunswick and surrounding communities.
And if someone out there has a child or a young adult that may want to participate, how would they go about registering? Mm-hmm. And same thing with a buddy. If someone wants to volunteer to be a buddy, how does...
Great question. Very simply, just go to our website. So it's the soccer club's website, so ebsoccer.com, nice and simple. And on the navigation bar, there's a tab that says Top Soccer. So you can click right in there, get whatever information you need about becoming part of the Top Soccer program, either as a participant or as a buddy. And there's also lots of information for the parents as well. So they understand a little bit about the program, what we're trying to do, and exactly how the program works.
That's great. It really is a great program. I usually like to end if there's an anecdote or some story that you'd like to relay about the program, something that happened, to humanize and personalize the program a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Dave, that there's a single anecdote that I can point to. I think the nice thing about it is soccer is really a simple game. It's a beautiful game. It's a very simple game, and it's a very easy game to teach. And I think we've seen that with the kids in our Superstars Recreation Travel Program. We're now seeing that as well with the kids in Top Soccer, that they pick up the game. They're very excited every week to come to our fields to participate in Top Soccer. And we see that, quite frankly, throughout the program, throughout, I think, the East Brunswick Soccer Club. And what we've tried to do, both with Top Soccer and I think with the club in general, is just make sure that the kids in the program have that sense of pride of what it means to be part of the East Brunswick Soccer Club with our long tradition, what it means to wear a jersey that says, East Brunswick or EBSC. As we like to say, look, Heather O'Reilly wore that same jersey. And, that in itself is something, obviously, that we're very proud of. And it's a tradition we like to continue.
Well, Ron, once again, thank you for coming in. Thank you for all your volunteerism, your enthusiasm and energy. Congratulations on being the 2012 award recipient. I encourage everyone to enjoy the great art performances, the wonderful parks, both indoor and outdoor recreational facilities that this township has to offer. Our dedicated municipal employees and incredible volunteers working together make our township the great place that it is to work and live. Thank you.
Thank you.